How are we doing, Cancer? Hope everybody's having a good day. Whew, it has been hot today. I live in the south, and boy, I've been running outside, and I have to go finish building what I'm building for my geese. I'm going to put it in the community tab, like a picture of what I'm building, and then I'm also, and the rest of the day, I have to go split wood with my axe. So I'm waiting for it to get a little cooler outside, because I mean, it is a little cooler than the last few days, but man, it's still been rough. I do personal readings. It's in the description box below. All right, Cancer. Let's see what we got for you. Four of Wands, but there's too many people on this Four of Wands. Okay. What do we got for you, Cancer? What do we got, Emperor? Okay, Cancer. Let's go. What do we got for you, Cancer? My dogs are like completely passed out because they were outside for a few minutes, and that was enough. Mm-hmm. All right, so you're burdened, okay, or struggling with something while being, I mean, whatever. This is a general reading. It does not have to be you, okay? But somebody may have juggled you here, or you're juggling the struggles. I mean, that could be this too. Yeah. And the King of Pentacles now? Okay, Cancer. What do we got for you? What do we got for you, Cancer? What do we got for you, Cancer? So, okay, so okay. Okay. So what I think was happening here is that you were waiting for something that didn't ever happen. Okay. I think that you planted a lot of seeds in whatever that you kind of had in your mind as wanting to happen. Okay. But I don't think that it ever did, because what I think happened here is the Tower. So this can look like you were in a very long-term relationship and you planted a lot of seeds and you invested a lot of your time, attention, energy, money, whatever the thing is, okay? And it ended in a tower, okay? And now it's kind of left you like this, the Nine of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior and everything else, but it also is what a lot of people look like coming out of healing. We're going to know a lot more on clarification, but this is what we're getting right now, okay? Something that you invested quite a bit of time and energy and everything else into, thinking something was going to grow, did it, okay? All right. Because it was toxic as hell. Yep. It was toxic, what you were in and what you had invested in and everything else, but you thought it was going to be something else, right? It was going to turn into something else. It was a limited amount of toxicity for what you were comfortable with. Let's just put it like that, because everybody can get comfortable with toxicity on all kinds of, I mean, some people can have toxicity where it's drug addictions, alcohol, and all the things, and everybody beats up on each other all the times. But then the other person is kind of struggling with the fact that somebody's not home on time. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has their own worst, so don't ever compare pain with everybody, because everybody's going through something. Everybody's going through something. But this seems pretty big. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it like that. All right, Cancer, what we got? Yeah, because you were never gonna win with what you were in. No. The Six of Wands, this is what you invested in. Yes. But this could be a parent, family, friend, ex, whatever this is, okay? Mm. You were never going to win here, because somebody was always on your back, keeping it further away from you, and all it ever was burden, struggles, and all the things, right? This is the Five of Wands behind this. The Six is not because Six of Wands is always victory, right? Everybody's, okay. But this isn't. Okay. This is like absolute breadcrumbing. And this could absolutely be breadcrumbing yourself. Thinking that it was going to happen, right? Or taking the bare minimum and making that something. Well, the universe, like I just said, knew you were never going to win with what you were in, and they gave you a tower, or somebody did. And now what? Somebody's going to come back here and try to apologize and everything else, and that's going to throw your ass into confusion, because you've been doing nothing but healing and everything else, and you are the Wounded Warrior and everything. And okay, because the tower was a pretty big one, and towers can be good and bad, right? But this doesn't look like a good tower. No, it does not. And now somebody's pissed. What? Because you're moving and you're healing. You've healed to a point where you're starting to get confident, or if you're not there yet, you're going to get there. Okay, all right. Well, let's see what we got. Let me get one of these. I should have done this first, but I want one of these. You and I were too young. Okay. Because judgment can be a lot of things, but judgment can also be somebody coming back to kind of, they want forgiveness, or they want this, or they want that, right? Okay. It can be a few things, or like I said, you're making a judgment call because you're stepping out of confusion. It could be one or the other. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I think that's you. I think you stay awake thinking about this because it was something that you had a lot of investments in. And instead of victory and all the things that you wanted, it's just left you in kind of pain and heartbreak and things like that, because it is something that, I mean, but now it's like you're all in kind of confusion about this. Let me get one of these. Oh, I got two. I replay our conversations over and over. Okay. And I want to tell you how I feel. Okay. We will be together again. That's what this is right here. All right. Well, I'm not gonna go off the rails just yet. Okay. All right, Cancer. Let's clarify these. What do you want to clarify them with? I'm feeling this one here. Let's see if if it shuffles correctly, then we'll use it. Yeah, Eight of Swords. This has been, yeah, it feels fine. It's good. This has left you a lot up in your head. Yeah, because it was a lot of devil toxic energy, or this could have been with a Capricorn or whatever else. But right now, this is looking like could be an earth sign that you were dealing with, or you have earth in your chart. Whatever this is really, really took you through it. And I think that you're still in you're still in a lot of confusion about if you should probably cut off the toxicity, because you might be in a place where you want to give them another chance, right? Or something like that. I don't know what this is yet. But the universe created the tower, God, spirit, whatever you want to say. So you need to kind of pay attention to that, because how many times do you need to learn the same lesson before you move on the Chariot? How comfortable are you with confusion and waiting and wondering and hoping and everything else, and never getting victory with wherever you plant your seeds and things like that? I mean, how much longer are you going to do this? Because you can continue to do this for the rest of your life. Seven of Pentacles. What is the Seven of Pentacles for Cancer? Temperance. Temperance and Three of Wands. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Now this could change. This is changing a little bit. So what you had originally invested in and thought it was going to go all the way and everything else wasn't, right? Because you were breadcrumbing yourself and everything else. Well, spirit and everything else, like I just talked about, has been kind of guiding and everything else. And it's going to try to give you something else that you're actually manifesting, which is going to be stable and everything else. Because what you were in, like I said before, you were never going to win. And now this person is kind of trying to come back and maybe cause some conflict for you, because I think you're moving away. Okay, this confusion could be yours or somebody else's, or this isn't even your reading. Doesn't have to be. Seven of Pentacles. I want another one there, please. Thank you. Yeah, look at that. The Seven of Pentacles is Three of Wands, right? Now, what's going to happen here is that the universe is going to present you with something, okay? And that is going to require you to step out and to accept the fact that you were never going to have victory in something that you had waited and wanted a lot for. Because the universe is trying to guide you through something else. That's why it's handed you a Tower, okay? And what it's trying to give you is a new financial opportunity, or a new opportunity in general. This is the it's a bear claw, but I mean, it's being handed to you by the divine. Yes, it is. And it's going to require you to take another leap, 2.0. In this deck, there's the Fool, and then there's the Fool 2.0. And this is the Fool 2.0. Mm-hmm. You actually have kind of revised how you're looking at something because of Spirit's influence, okay? And now you're actually going to leap towards something else that is actually going to grow something, okay? And that's what the Three of Wands is, because it's like coming in here because you know the truth about something. But I think what it is that you knew the truth about something, but you were having a hard time accepting the truth about it, right? Yeah, Judgment. Here they come. Okay. Well, here something comes. I don't know. This could be you. You're calling judgment on the whole situation because you know the truth. That's what I hope it is. Okay. Tower. What is this Tower for Cancer, please? What is this Tower for Cancer? Yeah, it's your justice. The Tower is your justice. Okay. Okay. And I'm sure when the Tower happened, it didn't feel like that, right? Let's just say, now this is getting juicy. Tower. What is this Tower for Cancer, please? What is this Tower? Hold on. Tower. What is this Tower for Cancer? This is really interesting here. Okay. So the Tower is your justice. Now, is somebody going to come back and try to apologize to you? Is that what this is? Because Judgment's right here, too. They're going to try to come back because you've been doing nothing but healing and everything else. And now the Tower is going to be justice. The Tower is going to be their Tower now. And that's going to be your justice because they're going to come in and apologize. Mm. Queen of Cups. That's you. And you're going to shut them down because you're taking a leap of faith someplace else after all the shit somebody put you through? Give me another one on that tower, please. It's like it's handing it back to them. And that's what's going to cue them to come towards you. That's what this feels like. The lovers. I'm sorry, the Two of Cups. Oh, hold on. My battery's dying. Give me just a second. Okay, we're back. We're back. My whole screen kind of goes like a little dim, and that's how I know, because I don't pay attention to the thing. So the Two of Cups is a tower. So is somebody else going to head towards you after all of this, and you're going to leap towards that? This could be a new opportunity. This could be new something, because you've been manifesting something because you realize something else isn't going to work ever. And now, because like what we just said. Okay. Give me, yeah, because you're running from communication now from whatever this is. This is the Eight of Wands, but this person's not happy to get that communication. Look at that. They're running as fast as they can. Tower. Give me one more there. Look at that. The Fool. The Fool 2.0. You're leaping towards a new Two of Cups. Yes, you are. And it's going to be your justice. And now this tower is going to be handed back to whoever the hell was on your back, keeping victory away from you. Like I said, parent, friend, ex, whatever this is. Nine of Wands. Because you're getting the confidence to giddy up on out of here. Yeah, you are. It's the Chariot. It's your card. Even after all the bullshit that you've gone through and everything else. And somebody's just sitting over here and replaying your conversations over and over again, and they want to tell you how they feel now and all the things, but you're leaping someplace else. It's here twice. And the Chariot. You're going someplace else because you know the truth all about this, whatever the hell they're going to say. Nine of Wands. What is this Nine of Wands here? What is this Nine of Wands here? The Moon. Your card again. Cancer, Pisces. You're doing it sneaky. Yeah, you are. Yeah. I think you'll have to, though. That's what's weird. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Yeah, because you manifested something else. The 2 to the 3. Okay. Because look at that. You've been staring at the lock so long, you didn't even realize you had the damn key. And now you're sitting there, been all in confusion and everything else, wondering when your justice is going to happen. Why did this tower happen to you? And then now, and Temperance has been like holding your hand through the whole thing and trying to give you this new opportunity for stability and everything else. And you've been manifesting, and now it's coming on in. Actually, something that you have been waiting for that is going to grow and everything else, but it's going to have to come in secret because you still have this idiot down here on your back, even energetically. Because you know you don't have to sit there and be breadcrumbed or breadcrumb yourself in anything anymore because you've gone through enough to know. Good. Nine of Wands. The Three of Cups. Is this what they did? Did somebody throw your ass into a third party? Ace of Wands. Or do you want a new collaboration or a reconciliation? Give me one more there. And you're not telling anybody about it. Nine of Wands, the Magician, and Seven of Cups. Okay, so is this somebody, this could be, this is Gemini, but this is, okay. Seven of Cups is here twice. Something about this is really, really, and my voice is going. Hold on. There's manifestation. I think you've been manifesting your way out of confusion for a wish that you want. That's what I think. And I think that, or this is somebody else coming headed towards you in secret after you've met. I don't know. I don't know. But there's been a lot of confusion around it. And I think you've been manifesting your way out of it for your justice. But there's also somebody else here that you want, or somebody wants you. Uh-huh. Give me, I don't generally do this, but give me another one there. The Wish and the Nine of Wands again. Give me another one of that Nine of Wands, please. Well, is that 2 or 3 or whatever? The Five of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you've been nothing but fighting off conflict and everything else. You've been beating this off with a stick. Look, and this is you trying to protect your stability and your finances and everything else, or just your stability in general. And somebody has been fighting you the whole way here. That's why you're having to move in secret. And you've manifested something, and it's going to leave somebody confused, or you were confused for a minute. I don't know yet, but this is a lot. Because all you like, the reason I'm saying you're trying to defend your stability is because this right here, the Nine of Pentacles. This is pre-Empress energy, and I think 9-9. I think you're okay. You're getting okay. Let's get this, and I think that's going to make more sense up here. Six, because that's a lot right there. Six of Wands here. What is a Six of Wands for Cancer, please? Yeah, strength. Look at that. Look at that. Do you have Leo in your chart, or is this? Are you dealing with a Leo? When I say that, that can be anywhere in their chart. Doesn't have to be in their sun sign or even their top three. Was this somebody on your back trying to keep? Because it is a Wands card. Is there somebody on your back trying to keep you this? And you kind of, it's almost like you were arm wrestling them for control of your life. This is what this kind of feels like. Yeah, the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. Somebody really took you through this. Yes, they did. And you've had a really difficult time trying to get your confidence about you to do anything. Six of Wands. Look at that. Right back out. The five of Swords and the Ace of Wands. It's almost like I just said, you're having to arm wrestle somebody for your new beginning. And my ear is ringing. My voice is going. I mean, what is happening in this reading? You're being very strong to defend yourself against all the conflict and bullshit that somebody's capable of, because you know you want the Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, and a reconciliation with probably somebody else, or just a celebration in general, because you're getting out of confusion because you've manifested your way out of it, but you're going to have to move in secret because of some if you're going to move very quickly in secret or whatever else towards this, because whoever's on your back here, or whoever was on your back for this whole thing, is still around. That's what this feels like. Still around. Trying to do a bunch of sneaky shit to keep you completely in your head. They're trying to stay relevant in your next move, your new leap, because it's going to be your justice. And you're going to hand that tower right back to them. That's what this feels like, but I don't know. It's pretty confusing. This right here is kind of it's kind of mysterious, right? Okay. Judgment. What's this? Judgment. What is this judgment? Okay. Is it somebody? The Ten of Pentacles tried to flip too. Hierophant? Okay. And King of Wands. Is this somebody that you had a long-term stable commitment with? And it's like I said, some fire sign or somebody with fire in their chart, or you have fire in your chart. I don't know. But they're coming back for their stability, and they're going to try to come back passionately for it because they ruined it. Okay. And caused a lot of confusion. And now okay. Judgment. Six of Wands, because they want actual victory, or you do. And that's why you're calling judgment, because on your own stability. That could be this too. Six of Wands, Six of Wands. You're actually getting actual victory. Queen of Wands. Are you okay? Judgment. Oh, this reading's all over the damn place. What is this, Cancer? This is their readings. I've never done this before. Judgment. What is this judgment? What is this? Let's look at all three of them, or four, or whatever the hell. Six of Pentacles. Breadcrumbing. A breadcrumbing relationship that somebody created, but they were always holding you back in something. Finances, opportunities, love, passion, something was. Now you're calling judgment on that, okay? And now you're going to have actual victory, because this is what I think is happening. And you're actually going to have your actual stability with your new person, because it's right here, Two of Cups. You're no longer accepting the breadcrumbs. No, because you're taking a step in a passionate direction someplace else. The Page of Wands. Because you know the truth about everything you need to know the truth about, and that's going to be what's going to pull you up and out of confusion. Because I think this has been a very confusing process, because you want your son, and you're running from whoever the hell wants to try to come back, who keeps replaying like I just said before. Seven of Cups. What is a Seven of Cups? What is a Seven of Cups? Seven of Cups, please. Seven of Cups. Somebody was trying to keep you that way. Yes, they were. They were trying to keep you confused with what they were doing. So it was like they were talking off both, or maybe talking behind your back, or this is trying to keep so much bullshit in your way with all of their conflict and try to keep you confused on what the hell to do with you. This is what this kind of feels like. And keep you heartbroken and thinking about them. Because if you say heartbroken, you say attached to somebody, you can't move on. My voice is really going. Okay, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Because you have somebody else here that you want to leap towards. Or this is all somebody else that's been all kinds of confused and everything else about you. Look at that. You're bossing the hell up. You could have Earth in your chart, or somebody does. You're bossing the hell up. Or this is an Earth sign doing it. I don't know. or somebody with Earth in their chart trying to keep you all confused and sad and everything else, but you're going to walk away from it. This is the Eight of Cups. You're emotionally walking away from whatever the hell this is, because this is a whole like shit show here. This is crazy as hell. Because somebody, okay, Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups, the world. You're getting your whole new world. And this is why all of the conflict and everything else, hell, people could be doing spiritual work on you. I don't know. I haven't had this reaction in a reading in a very long time, so I don't know what's going on. But somebody's trying to keep you from growing and growing with somebody else. Yes, they are. Because they're holding on to you. This is the Four of Pentacles. This is the Empress. This is Libra, Taurus. Okay. And this, I mean, somebody's trying to hold on to you and hold you back and keep you in confusion. I hope you know this. Okay, because this is pretty strong stuff here. Because you have a lot going on, and I think somebody else kind of let's try to recap the best we can. What are these? Yeah, the breadcrumbing. Okay. So you've been waiting on something, your manifestations, right? And you're ready to take a new leap of faith and take this new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, right? And but this tower was already happened. Okay, this tower already happened, but it's going to happen again to whoever was capable of throwing you in a third party. That's why you've manifested your way out of it and kind of started getting very, very clear on what the truth actually is, so you have the confidence to do anything. Well, that means you're going to take another leap, okay, towards your Two of Cups and everything else after you've been doing all the resting and healing and everything else, because you've been the wounded warrior, staying very, very confused and everything else, but you're going to have to secretly move, or somebody secretly headed towards you, and because you've been manifesting a celebration with somebody else, and because you were trying to get out of confusion, or now this is confusing somebody else, because you're getting the Ace of Wands, and they want to do nothing but try to stop it, try to keep you chasing a victory instead of actually having one. And you're being very, very strong to be able to take a very, very small, passionate step in the right direction, because you don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step, right? Well, now somebody's trying to come back for their stability that they lost with you by juggling you up here and handing you a tower and everything else, because all it really was a breadcrumbing relationship. It wasn't the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. And now somebody trying to stay very, very relevant and saying sneaky and all the bullshit, trying to keep you in confusion from moving anywhere. That's why you're going to have to move in secret, because somebody's still hanging on to you, or hanging on to your money or your stability or whatever else, so you do not have any kind of new growth with anything or anyone. This is a shit show. Cancer, I was not expecting this, because now they want to come in and tell you how they feel, and they replay your conversations. I think that might be you, and I think that's part of what the confusion was, and I think that this is what you've been manifesting your way out of. Nothing yet is set in stone. Okay. Cancer. This is a wild ass reading. Cancer. What do we got for you? Bring love into the situation. I don't think that. Okay. You know your situation better than I do, obviously, but Spirit here is trying to give you a lot of stuff. And I think that the confusion and all the things has been done on purpose to you to kind of keep you from doing anything else away from whoever the hell this is. A time to give rather than take. And confidence is the key to your success. You got this, Cancer. You do. It's just, I think you're going to have, I think you already know how you're going to have to move, and it's going to have to be pretty strategic. But when this person actually understands that they do not have access to you anymore, this is when they're going to be handed a tower, and this is when they're going to be having a hard time and trying to battle you for whatever you're trying to do. This could be a really, really nasty divorce, because that's kind of what this feels like. But you have something else here, and you've been healing and doing the work for it. Cancer. Good. I mean, this is really, really good. So, I mean, just stay focused, I guess, and understand that this person is still trying to hold on to you and block you with their breadcrumbing, or keep you breadcrumbing yourself as to whatever they're capable of is good enough, and it isn't, and you know that, because you want the Two of Cups, not the Six of Pentacles. See you next time, Cancer.